police officers. Though under sanctuary city laws, they were not permitted to participate in ICE enforcement actions. Still, their presence added to the confusion. Were they there to assist ICE or to keep the peace? No one seemed to know. After roughly an hour, the agents began pulling back. Their black SUVs left the neighborhood one by one. The tear gas began to clear. What remained were the signs of confrontation: debris on the streets, shattered glass, and the lingering smell of chemicals in the air. Residents gathered in disbelief, replaying the moment on their phones, asking the same question over and over again. Why here? Why now? Within minutes of the first pepper balls being fired, the streets of Chicago's East Side transformed into a protest zone. Videos from the scene showed residents shouting at federal agents, some yelling, "This is our neighborhood," others demanding to know why ICE was there at all. As the crowd grew, agents formed lines, pushing back protesters with shields and gas launchers. Thick white smoke filled the air. Helicopters hovered overhead, and chaos, once confined to a single block, began spilling out across the neighborhood. Witnesses say there were no clear warnings before the pepper balls were fired, a possible violation of federal policy. A judge had ruled just days earlier that tear gas and pepper spray could not be used against peaceful protesters or journalists. But in this case, it happened anyway. Federal agents argued that protesters were obstructing their operation, claiming they feared for safety as the crowd surged closer. Activists on the ground, however, told a very different story. They say families, bystanders, and even children were caught in the chemical clouds. One local resident told reporters, "They didn't care who was out there. They just fired. I had my baby with me, and we couldn't breathe." The Chicago Police Department eventually arrived on scene. But under sanctuary city laws, local officers are forbidden from assisting ICE in immigration enforcement unless a federal judge signs a warrant. So what were they doing there? According to CPD officials, they were merely ensuring public safety, keeping crowds from clashing with agents. But their presence only added to the confusion. Neighbors accused them of helping ICE. Activists demanded